and welcome to the People's Clerk, the show where you, the citizens of Fulton County, can learn more about the different services available through the Superior Court Clerk's office and how those services relate to everyday issues that impact the life, the liberty, and the property of the people we serve. I am Kathleen Tina Robinson, also known as the People's Clerk, and it is my honor to serve as your clerk of Fulton County Superior Court. My commitment to you is to carry out the mandated responsibilities pertaining to the filing, recording, and safeguarding of your civil, criminal, and real estate documents. In addition, my wonderful staff and I hold an equal passion to utilize the platform of the clerk's office to implement initiatives that allows us to engage in community outreach. We have spearheaded various outreach projects to inform county residents about the many services that our office provides and to assist citizens in making our community a safer place to live, work, and play. By now, you may be familiar with one initiative that I am extremely proud of, our Junior Deputy Clerk Summer Internship Program. 2015 marks the 6th year of the program, and we are excited to share with you just how much the program has grown since its inception. Today, you will learn how a child that you know can become a future Junior Deputy Clerk. When we return from break, we'll speak with one of the program's administrators and hear the personal testimonies of a few of this year's participants. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Joining me today to discuss one of the Clerk's Office community outreach initiatives, the Junior Deputy Clerk's Internship, is one of the program's administrators, Ms. Vicki Morris. We also have Demi Ingraham and Eric Lehan, two of our 2015 Junior Deputy Clerk summer interns. Welcome to the People's Clerk Show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Ms. Morris, tell us about this very exciting program, the Junior Deputy Clerk program. When was it established, and what is it all about?
Yes, the Junior Deputy Clerk Summer Internship Program started back in 2010. We had Atlanta workforce students in our office who spent the summer learning about what it takes to be successful in the workplace. In 2011, when that funding ran out, Madam Clerk, you saw the benefit to both the employees and the interns and decided to continue with the program. So at that point, we made an application process and we accepted those students who applied for the program. After that, the application process, we strengthened the criteria. The interns had to write an essay, and we continued with the following year in an interview process. So each year we want to strengthen that process and make sure that we get the best and brightest students throughout Metro Atlanta.
And what is the number of students that can participate in the program?
We've had up to 20 students. This year we have 20 students in the internship program this year.
Okay, and we have two of those participants here with us today. So Demi and Eric, can you tell us about the process? First of all, what school do you attend?
Well, we both go to Northview High School. It's a great school. It's up in Johns Creek, right here in Fulton County.
Great. And how did you hear about the Junior Deputy Clerk program?
Well, personally, it was, I heard it through my aunt. She was filing papers here, right here in the clerk's office, and somebody told her about the internship program, and she knew that it was something that I would be interested in. So she sent it to me. I read through it, and I applied right away. I was so excited to be a part of this program.
And how about you, Eric?
Well, I was looking for government jobs, and my mother, who works in the VA hospital, she came around this program and she sent it to me via email and said, "Hey, Eric, this is something I thought you might like." And looked at it and I thought, this looks really good. And so I applied for it, and here I am.
Great. And applying for that process, going through the interview process, writing the essays, I mean, how was it for you? And even coming into the office, like a real job, coming for an interview. How did you feel about that process?
Well, I knew it was definitely something to expect, like just from the interview questions. It wasn't just, who are you, what school do you go to? It was, who is your favorite government official and why? So it was definitely something that took into account, like, how interested are you in this government job? So I definitely prepared for that before I came. And I was nervous at my first interview, but when I came in, everybody was so welcoming and so warm that I felt in place right away. And I just knew that it was something that I wanted to do.
Great. And Miss Vicki, okay, these are some wonderful, wonderful young people. Can you tell me how, with your experience with them over this summer, and we have one more week, I guess, to go, but it's been 5 weeks so far. So how has that experience been?
This has been so rewarding. I've been with the program for the past 5 years, and each year it has a different tone and feeling. This group of interns challenge each other intellectually. They work very well as a team from the onset, and I like the way that they interact with each other and use positive motivation to get them all to excel.
Great, great. And Eric, tell me about your experience during these weeks. How has it been for you?
Well, in the first couple of weeks, I was kind of nervous. Being in a new place with new people, I thought I just didn't fit in. But as I gone through, when I went through all the rotations, I met people who were accepting of me, who thought, I can help, you can use this guy. And they helped me through. They gave me jobs. They let me fit into the family that is the Fulton County Clerk.
And you were assigned a mentor. Okay, and how did that go with your mentor?
Well, Mr. Robert Patton has been my mentor for the past 6 weeks. Every day, me and him would either eat lunch together or we would talk. So at times, he would tell me about life, what life was outside of school, outside of the workplace. And other times, he would tell me how we would just have small talk.
Okay. And so that was helpful to you? Great, great. And Demi, how has it been for you these weeks?
It's just been a new experience. Honestly, seeing the things that I saw here, like the process that goes through getting each thing done, is not necessarily something that you think of when you hear the Superior Court, but just, seeing how elaborate it is firsthand really brings in a new perspective for me. And I just really like how I'm able to directly see what goes on and be a part of it is probably one of the best parts, I could say.
And Ms. Vicki, tell us about some of the things or some of the people that the program has exposed these interns to.
Sure. We designed the program so that they would be able to understand what it takes to be a citizen in their respective cities, as well as government overall. So we wanted to make sure that we exposed them to our leaders at the county level, at the state level, and the federal level. So it was key for us to find different field trips to allow them that exposure. So we were able to meet the State Attorney General, Mr. Sam Olings, and then we this past week attended a federal symposium with at the U.S. District Attorney's Office up on Spring Street, and that was a Youth Legal and Law Symposium. So all of these things compiled with meeting our leaders right here in our office and seeing our leadership on a day-to-day basis and being able to meet some of the judges. That was a full circle for us. We wanted to design something that they would be able to grasp and understand and inspire, something that would be inspiring to them.
Great. Eric, tell me if you had to talk to other youths or other people at your school or other kids in your community, What would you, suggest to them as it relates they were considering joining the Junior
Well,
Deputy
if they
Clerk
were
program?
considering this program, I would say one, to apply early so you don't get caught in procrastination. Because, yeah, you don't want to type late. And two, write a good essay. Show who you are in your writing. Don't just make up something that you think, oh, this might work. No, it has to be a thoughtful and well-placed process.
Great. And Demi, I understand that you all have had a project that you had to do a campaign for and, prepare for. Tell me about, or tell the viewers about that project.
Okay, well, as a group, me and my colleagues collectively decided that we wanted something that we could directly help our community with. So we decided that we were going to donate school supplies, school clothes, uniforms, basically anything that we can think of to help prepare children in Fulton County for going to school in August. And so far, we've been talking to people within our building, and we've raised over 100 supplies. We exceeded our goal of our donations, and it's just been really exciting to see everybody pitch in and really make an effort to help everyone out.
And how that experience was a positive one for you?
It was definitely positive.
Great. Thank you so much for being here, Demi and Eric. We are going to take a quick break. When we return, we will hear from 2 other junior deputy clerks and our program administrators. We'll be right back. Stay tuned to the People's Clerk. Welcome back to the People's Clerk. Before we went to break, we were discussing the Clerk's Office Junior Deputy Clerk Summer Internship Program and its connection with the classroom. Joining me now to talk more about that correlation is Ms. Vicki Morris and 2 more of our junior deputies, Rashidatu Olaranshola and Rohan Kansara. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Ms. Morris, before we went to break, you were talking about all the field trips and the things that our junior deputies have been involved in. What other skill building activities have they been involved in over these few weeks?
Yes, over the past 6 weeks, we've been building our team building skills and cooperative skills. Starting with orientation, there are various activities where the interns had to interact with each other, sometimes in a nonverbal manner and not speaking at all. For example, lining up by their birth dates without saying a word. That gave them an opportunity to communicate with each other. They even found out and developed their own communicative language without saying a word. And that was an interesting exercise to show them how to work together as a team. So that's just an example of one thing. And every week there was something else that we would do to unify us as a team of one. Mm-hmm. And then before the end of the orientation week, they were divided into 4 separate groups. Mm-hmm. They had to create a profile and create an identity for those individual groups, but we always operated as a team of one. So everything that we did rolled back up to being a team of one.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it does, definitely.
Absolutely. Rohan, tell us about you, what school you go to, and activities you might like.
Sure. Well, I attend Alpharetta High School. It's also in North Fulton, just like Northview. I'm a rising junior, so I'm going to go to 11th grade. And some things that I'm involved in at school are our school's FBLA, which is our Future Business Leaders of America, our Key Club. I love to dedicate myself to service, the Key Club in VIBA. So those are just the 3 things that I'm really involved in at our school.
Great, great. All right, Rashidatu, tell us about you.
Hi, yes, I go to Moneysville High School. I'm a rising senior, and I also attend Clayton State University as a dual enrollment student. I am in my school's orchestra. I'm the Science Club president, class vice president, salutatorian of my class. I do a lot of stuff, so
So you're very busy.
I'm very busy.
Okay. So tell our viewers, how has your experience been with the program and what things you've learned, what things you liked over these few weeks?
Certainly, I haven't really been exposed to the government side of, I guess you can say, America. I've always been stuck to the science side, and when I came to the clerk's office, I seen that documentation and reporting was very important when it comes to doing different jobs in the government. When it comes to marriage licenses, when it comes to deeds, when it comes to real estate, everything must be documented, and it's a huge process. It starts off and it ends off at a certain place. Every T must be crossed, every I must be dotted, because that's where you have your records that you need to keep for everybody's property, everybody's values, and everybody's life and liberty.
Okay. And Rohan, what have you personally taken away from the program?
Well, personally, this program has really instilled multiple things in us. I think one thing that we've learned is, professional development, how to present yourself as a professional in the workplace. Through this program, we've learned to provide excellent customer service, work with your colleagues as well as your superiors in a way that you can really interact and get things done with effective teamwork. And so I've really taken that away from the program, as well as, socially, I've learned how to, met a lot of new people. To be honest, I was a little shy at first, but, I think I've really made more friends. It really teaches you to, when you open up, a lot of people are just like you and they're willing to become your friends. So I've taken a few things away from this program.
Great. That's good to hear. Good to hear, because we want it to be a positive experience for all of you, and we're excited that all of you are here and that you chose, because you could have done a lot of other things over the summer. So we're excited that you chose to come to the clerk's office. Ms. Morris, we have some very, very intelligent and intuitive junior deputy clerks this year. Tell us what you have learned from them.
I've learned so much. Every day is a brand new experience. But overall, I've learned humility. This is probably the group that is most selfless. They put others before themselves. And you see that on a daily basis. They work very well as a team and they look out for each other. So with this particular group of interns, I've learned the value of respecting the one that's walking right beside you, and again, humility. They also, again, have this competitiveness about them. They strive for excellence. They will take initiative, and they have a polite boldness, if I can say. If there's something that they would like to see, they will, in a respectful manner, ask. And you have not because you ask not. And this group of interns will come with a solution. They'll come with a question and a solution. And that's just great to see in young people. And once again, to see them being more concerned about their community and not so much self-centered, it's great. And I'll keep that with me always. Thank you.
Rashidatu, if you could summarize in one word the program, what would that word be?
It would be punctuality, because everything is kept in place, and the clerk's office is definitely in conjunction with different government officials, with different government buildings, and in order for other people to, or other organizations to grow, they need the clerk to be on their game, and the clerk's office is definitely on their game. So that's what I would describe them as.
Okay. And Rohan, what about you? If you could describe in one word, what would that word be and why?
One word I'd use to describe the program, as she said, punctuality is a great one. I'd also say development. I don't want to be too redundant, but as I stated earlier, the program really focuses on developing you for the future in the workforce. And so, as I said, all that, the professional development. But another thing is, under our mentors, we really get to develop, under their mentorship, they've gone through our shoes, gone through school, gone through college, and hearing their philosophical advice, at least my mentor has given me, has really been awesome. And finally, developing as a community servant, we've gone to a homeless shelter to serve them lunch, to reorganize their pantries, and that's really been impactful. I really believe it's important not only to affect the community here, which we do, give them their deeds, which is extremely important, but to affect them, in a way, in a homeless shelter, give them necessities that, the necessities of life. And so I believe that was, a truly awesome way to give back to our community.
Right. And Rashida, too, that experience at the homeless shelter, can you tell me what you felt when you went to the homeless shelter?
I felt very humble. In the beginning, I've never really gone to a homeless shelter to see what goes on or how they construct their system, or even just to see the people, and that was my first time. And seeing so many people who were so grateful for what the community was doing for them, for the food, for the toys for the children, for the counseling that they needed, for everything that they needed. Everyone was grateful. They were smiling because they felt blessed, and that's exactly what a homeless shelter does for people, especially since it was a women and children's homeless shelter. They definitely made me feel as if I should humble myself more and give back to the community.
And that is amazing. And you both coming away with those feelings and those thoughts, I'm sure, was actually what Ms. Morris planned and expected. And again, we appreciate all of you being on the program and talking to our viewers about your experience. And we hope that your voice will help others to decide whether or not, well, not whether or not, but to decide to come and be a part of the program in future years. Thank you so much for being on the People's Clerk.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some final thoughts and our office contact information. Welcome back. I would like to once again thank our program administrator, Ms. Vicki Morris, for sharing her experiences with the Junior Deputy Clerk program and for the dedication and desire she has for making this program successful. I would also like to thank Demi, Rashidatu, Eric, and Rohan for sharing their stories with us today. I truly wish all 20 of this year's program participants could have joined us today, because each of them are very special, and they have all touched my heart in an unforgettable way. According to the 2010 Juvenile Offenders and Victims Report, Georgia served as home to nearly 2.5 million youth between the ages of 10 and 17, a number that is expected to drastically increase within the next 20 years. Of that immense number of youth, it is predicted that nearly 32% will become victims of or accomplices to violent juvenile crimes. As an experienced and tenured Fulton County government service provider and a long-term partner of the criminal justice system, I acknowledge that realistically it is literally impossible to reach, teach, and save the life of every child. However, I truly believe that with a renewed focus, passion, and commitment, we can begin to play a major role in shaping the minds and the futures of the masses. As a grandmother of two young men, one of which is nearing the impressionable age of 15, I am aware of the challenges that our youth face today. We, yes, you and I, must collectively serve as their tour guides as they begin to navigate through their life's path. I am thankful that the Fulton County Clerk of Superior Court's Junior Deputy Clerks program is a part of that process. It is because of your support and the support of our many sponsors and partners that this initiative has continued to flourish. I am extremely proud of our junior deputy clerks, and I look forward to witnessing their bright futures. If you're interested in learning more about the clerk's office, our services, and other community initiatives, please visit us at 136 Prior Street, Atlanta, Georgia 30303. We also have 3 Fulton County Service Centers to assist you. Our number is 404-613-5313, or you may visit our website at www.fultonclerk.org. We take pride in assisting every Fulton County resident in every way that we can, because we believe in doing the right thing the right way each time for every customer. I am Kathleen Tina Robinson, and I am the People's Clerk. See you next time.